Diddy better eat this food, y'all.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up, y'all? As you guys already know, we've been following this whole situation with Diddy. He's been locked up. He's been arrested. He's been denied bail 2 different times. He's looking at some serious charges that could literally bury him under this doggone prison, okay? Because he's going to go away for a very, very long time, all right? But there's been new information that's been coming out. First off, we heard that he was on S-Watch. Apparently, he is still on S-Watch. But then they also are saying that now he's not eating his food. But there's a couple reasons why they're saying this. So I want to share with you guys this video from News Nation, Ashley Banfield. She had a few things to say about this, or actually the guest that she has on the show had a few things to say about this. So without further ado, let's get into this. He ain't eating his food for real, for real.
And the update comes via our friend Larry Levine, who has a source close to the investigation. Larry is a former federal prisoner himself who served time at 11 institutions across 5 states and is founder and director of Wall Street Prison Consultants. He advises people who are about to face the same plight, and he joins me now live. Okay, Larry, spill the tea. What are you hearing about Diddy's eating?
Well, I got an inside source there at MDC, and if they knew who it was, they'd really plot. When people go into custody, they have anxiety, they're depressed, a lot of things go through their mind. And one of the things they do is they stop eating. They lose a lot of weight. Look at somebody coming out of prison. They look like a POW or something, but they've been through the ringer. Now, there's a collateral issue that may be here. Look what happened to Jeff Epstein. I got people every day saying, you think they're going to Epstein him? And I go, well, I really don't know. But they can't have this guy do a suicide. It would look kind of funny. Now, imagine if somebody got to one of the correctional officers, and this could happen. They don't make a lot of money. And there's people out there that he has things on that do have a substantial amount of money. Imagine if someone paid someone off on the inside to actually poison his food, give him a heart attack, and he dies.
Now, here's the thing. Let me just point a few things out. First off, damn, the dude that they're talking to right now has been to 11 prisons. Damn, I wonder what he got locked up for. But moving on from that, he's basically saying, oh yeah, haven't you seen some of these guys come out of prison? They look like POWs, right? But at the same time, I've also seen dudes walk out of these things looking swole, like jacked, right? So I don't know, some of them are definitely skipping leg day, but you still see these guys coming out straight up jacked as all get out. So I've seen both sides. I've seen people who have thrived, found reasons to survive and thrive there. And then I've seen people who have just been absolutely emaciated coming out of prison, for sure. I've seen both. But the thing is he's got a point there. This man here has a lot of information. He is the gatekeeper to a lot of information from people that may work for him up above, up over him, or even just the people that are down below him that are still powerful and still have names for themselves as well. Let's not forget, he could have had an Elon Musk type person at these parties or helping him orchestrate these type of parties. You see what I'm saying? So there's a good possibility that Diddy knows some things, and it's valuable information that could be deadly for him as well. Could be very dangerous for him. So of course, God forbid he eats something that's been messed with, right? Someone, sprinkles a little something into his prison gruel, right? There's a possibility that he could find himself in some bad situations. But then also at the same time, we also heard earlier that his choices of food are fire. For lack of a better term. I mean, it's still prison food. I'm sure this stuff is still being served in a certain way. Okay. How are you going to, he's getting ribeyes. Okay. Bone-in ribeye. He's getting sweetest meatballs. He's got choices that are actually not that bad when you think of prison food. The only thing I say is how you going to eat it with a spork. That's the only question I have when it comes to eating something like a steak, because obviously they're not going to give you a knife, right? You're going to have a spork, for crying out loud. So how are you going to eat a steak with a spork? But that's neither here nor there. Moving back into this, yeah, I could see him being absolutely devastated because of being arrested, being caught. He could be absolutely terrified because of people maybe trying to take him out, the paranoia of the possibility of people trying to take him out because he doesn't want to be epied, if you get what I'm saying. But then there's also the other thing too. He's had a decades long relationship with party favors, a decades long relationship with substances. He could be going through the most intense withdrawals right now as we speak while he's on S watch. Remember, he's still on S watch from what we understand, from what we're understanding, that he's still on some sort of solitary confinement of some sort, right? So again, there's so many factors you got to put into this that it's not as easy as just, oh, he's scared about getting offed, or he's scared, or he's depressed because of the fact that he hasn't had, that he's locked up or anything of that sort, scared that somebody's going to take him out. All those things you can factor into one person because they could all be happening all at the same time. And I will say this though, you better eat that food. You better eat that cake, anime. You better eat that food, bruh. Because here's the thing, you need to survive. Because if there's are other people that need to be taken down, you need to survive so you can get those people brought to justice, and also for you to get the justice that's rightfully due to you as well. Let's continue on though.
And no one would really think anything of it. So that may be one of the reasons he's not eating. He's really, really paranoid. He's really, really scared. He doesn't know what to think. He doesn't know who to trust or what to believe. Then he had a religious visit also, and a dietitian come talk to him. Now, there's a possibility that
he converted to Islam. No? Okay.
He wants to go on a kosher diet. It's prepared a little bit differently. It's a religious diet. That could be another aspect as well. But I remember when I first went into custody at MDC Los Angeles, and I didn't eat for a couple of days, but this guy's been there about a week now. So he should be in a routine.
Now, I want to say this really quick. Him bringing in a religious, a religious consultant of some sort, a dietitian and all that. I mean, that could be another avenue. And this is just me wearing the tinfoil hat for a second, but that could be a move, a calculated move. Like, listen, I am religious. I have found God. This is what I have to eat. These are my requirements on what I eat. I can't eat this stuff. I have to eat this. This needs to be kosher. It needs to be vegan, whatever it may be that he's saying. By him bringing in that religious consultant, right? That could be a way of him trying to show the people, like, look, this is my religious consultant. He's now speaking on behalf of me now. He brought in somebody. He brought in this minister, right? And now the minister, I'm sure, is speaking to the actual jail, basically saying, like, he needs this type of diet. Same thing with the dietitian. Why would he bring these people in? Because he's probably like, I can't eat this food. So I'm going to have to do everything I can to get what I can while I'm locked up. So yeah, oh yeah, I found Jesus. Oh, the Holy Spirit is in me. You know what I'm saying? But I need to eat this so my body's clean and pure, right? So there's a possibility he's doing all this theater. It's all just one big act so he can actually get decent food. Kind of wild, but other people have done it before. Let's continue.
And there's just so much, Ashley, there is so much disinformation that comes out. Like, he has to get up at 6 o'clock to make his bed and mop his cell. That's for a regular housing unit at MDC.
Hmm.
He's not getting out of the shoe. He doesn't have to make his bed, really. He's probably laying in bed all day long, just
Chilling.
stewing and thinking.
Yep.
So the situation and the conditions for him are completely different than it would be for a regular inmate. So your
So
guess is
talk to
good
me,
as
Larry,
mine, but
about talk to me
yeah,
about the potential that this could be a protest because, Ghislaine Maxwell famously said some pretty strident things about the MDC Brooklyn lockup and the food
well,
and how terrible it was, and that she had been
it's
losing a ton
several
of weight. Is it
BOP.
possible this is a protest?
Well, at several BOP institutions, Federal Bureau of Prisons institutions across the country, there's food strikes going on where people are
Hmm.
refusing to eat because of the quality of the food and the way they're being treated. And that could have carried over to MDC. But on the other hand, he's sitting in the shoe. How did he hear about it? Unless he bought the little overpriced Sony Walkman radio. I bet they let him have that. Or maybe he talked to somebody on the phone on a limited call that told him, yeah, they're having a hunger strike and he's joining in that. Remember, the food is bland. The food is a lot of carbohydrates. It's kind of it fills you up, but you get sick eating it. I mean, there's mold in a lot of that food. The food
Eesh.
coming to him is cold. It's not coming to him warm like it would be in a regular housing unit because they feed the people in the shoe last. Maybe he got sick from the food. That's another possibility. I mean, they may actually be moving him. Maybe he's concerned and his
Do you
lawyer's concerned,
know?
as I said,
Do you know,
about
Larry, if he's
somebody
still on
killing him.
suicide watch? Is he still
Yeah,
on
oh yeah,
suicide
he's
watch?
still on
Do you know?
suicide watch.
Hmm.
The shrink is coming to see him several times a day, and at MDC they hand out psych meds like they're handing out M&Ms. So
That's
I don't
dangerous.
know if he's taking them,
Hmm.
but they're certainly available to him. I took them in MDC
Okay.
one time because I was having problems sleeping. And after I took it one time, you play a lot of chess in there, you do a lot of reading. I wasn't able to engage anybody. I couldn't think. I turned into a zombie. And after taking it one time, I stopped taking them.
Now, it's like I said, crazy to think that Diddy could be going through a situation where he's not wanting to eat, right? I'm sure he's having a hard time sleeping. Like I said, he's locked up. He went from the lap of luxury, living that champagne life, to suddenly now locked up in a closet, in a room probably as big as his closet. Okay. And I mean, that's a terrifying thought for any person. That's a stark change to what your reality was just like about 2 weeks ago. Right. And now, okay, again, he's not eating. Is it because he's depressed? Is it because he's scared, worried about someone trying to take him out? Or is it because it's withdrawals? I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, it's the same question on why he's on S Watch. Is he on S Watch, or did he decide to go there because he knew he would be in solitary confinement, that he would be safer, tucked away from Gen Pop? I don't know, but it does make you wonder what is really going on here, and if he's actually eating. And again, he better eat that. He better eat that food, y'all. He really better eat that food, because at the end of the day, he needs to make it to the court. He needs to make it to the trial so that he can fight for his own innocence, because it's still innocent till proven guilty. But also, if he's got other people that need to be exposed, I'm hoping this is the opportunity to expose the dark underbelly of Hollywood, because for a fact he got names on that list. There's names on a list. Okay, I'm sure as long as my body, that should be seeing justice right now as well. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Where do you stand on this? You know, do you think he's really not eating the food? You really think it's because the food is just trash? Do you think he's worried about, I don't know, about getting his life taken? Is he depressed? Or is he just going through withdrawals? Or is it a combination of all those things? Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you're watching on other platforms. And of course, it'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.